I have something I need to get off my chest because I am angry. This video is intended as something of a warning to all of you out there, my fellow horror people, my fellow Halloween people, because I have seen countless fraudulent or scam advertisements for horror and or Halloween products, primarily on Facebook. In fact, this lovely little Mothman doll is a perfect example. This is a handmade Mothman plushie from an artist selling them on Etsy. I'll show you her page in a moment. But before I even found her page, I saw more than one company using photos of this exact doll, selling them for much less, maybe $20, maybe $30, but of course this is not what people received, if they received anything. In fact, I've never been able to track down anyone who actually placed an order to find out what, if anything, they might have received. But I know that they stole the artist's photos, and I know that this is not what they would have received. And that's just one of the many, many, many examples of fraudulent or scam ads that I've seen on Facebook. And so, with that in mind, let's head over to the computer. I'll do a voiceover while I show you my own Facebook feed, and I'll show you some of the fraudulent ads that I've seen on Facebook for horror and or Halloween products. And here's a perfect example. I was innocently scrolling through my Facebook feed, and this cowboy skeleton with a skeleton horse caught my eye. This is, of course, a sponsored ad here on Facebook, and it says, "Forget about your ghosts and witches this year and add this creepy cowboy to your Halloween series. He was riding on his skeleton horse, even more terrifying, as if death had descended. Get it?" So let's click the link and see what we can find. So on their website, we see that photo again. It looks like they're selling it for $50, marked down from $100. At either price, this looks simply too good to be true. And as we all know, if something looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. And if we scroll a little further down, we notice most of the images here are not actually of the product. We have drawings, paintings, movie clips, nothing of the actual product until we go a little bit further down and we actually see one more photograph of the actual product. Or I suppose I should say allegedly of the actual product, because there's no way that you're getting this for $50. Now, I wasn't able to find any legitimate site selling this exact product. The nearest thing I was able to find on the internet was this Pinterest post, which makes it look like this was probably somebody's DIY project. This is probably not actually a product that's available for sale exactly as is. Home Depot does sell a skeleton horse. We can see on their website they sell this one, and that costs $200. And that's a pretty good prop, but it's nothing quite like the one shown in the photograph. And this one already is $200, so something like the one in the photograph would be substantially more expensive. Let's go back to the scam website, and if we read a little bit closer, we find that one piece skeleton cowboy and skeleton horse, size 7 by 7 by 4 inches. This photo is not a 7 inch by 7 inch by 4 inch figure. This is a life-size figure, and they're using that photograph to sell something of 7 by 7 by 4 inches. They say our goods are authentic, and it seems like in this case, maybe the people who order would actually get something in the mail. It wouldn't be a complete and total scam, but it's certainly not what people think they're purchasing. It's certainly not this prop, and I'm reasonably certain whatever you get is not going to be worth the $50 they're asking you to pay for it. And here's another one I found just, again, randomly scrolling through my Facebook feed. This sponsored ad pops up from a company simply called Dark. Notice only 2 people like this, which ought to be a red flag from the start, but look how awesome this product looks. They're selling this mask, apparently. Now I can tell by looking at it that this is a very well-made, form-fitting silicone mask, and I know that those things cost a small fortune, but let's see how much they are claiming to sell this for. If we go to their website, they have this wonderful video. They say it's handmade. That'll be the day. They're promising 50% off, lots of great photos. I still don't see, oh, guaranteed, that's a laugh. Lots of fake testimonials here, at least I assume they're fake testimonials, they can't possibly be real ones. I don't see right off where the price is. Maybe if I click on shop now. Here it is, $39.90, marked down from $79.90. You'll notice they seem to be suggesting what a lot of people would consider to be a high price, about $80. A lot of people think that's an expensive mask. That is not expensive, however, when we consider the amount of effort that goes into making these silicone masks. These sell for many hundreds of dollars. In fact, I was able to locate the original maker of the mask. It's sold out now, but it's called the Gentleman Jack silicone mask, and that sold for $899. And even at that price, it sold out. So you know that there's good demand for these. These are wonderful products. And this is sold by the mask maker Jack of the Dust. And you'll notice that it comes with a bust to display it, and it is legitimately handmade when you buy it from the original maker. These are wonderful looking masks, and I would encourage people who can afford this kind of mask to buy one. If you're looking for a simpler mask, that's fine, and you can indeed get a simple latex mask in the $20, $30, $40 range. You're just not going to get what that scam site showed you in the video. In fact, while I was doing research on this particular mask, I found that this is a very popular one for the scammers. If we look even at Amazon, we find this. Now, they admit this is a latex mask, so they're not claiming it to be a silicone mask. And coming from Amazon, Amazon's a legitimate company, so you will actually get something. You'll probably get something approximately like this mask here. Not the high quality silicone that we saw in that video, simply a knockoff rendered in latex. It's not as good, but at the $30 Amazon is asking, you probably won't be disappointed with a mask like this. It just won't be that expensive silicone one. However, when I did a Google search for biochemical mask, if we go to the shopping tab, look at all of these. Here's shopgoody.com using the Gentleman Jack. Here's another Amazon one. Here's another one from Walmart. These are people selling on these sites. These are not Amazon themselves or Walmart themselves. These are scammers using those platforms to sell these fake products. You'll also notice that this one uses the same photo as the original Jack of the Dust photos here. So, as we've seen before, they take the photos off of the legitimate websites, mark down the prices to some ridiculously low price, $30, and if you get anything, what you get will not be what you think you're ordering. And here's another example that showed up randomly in my Facebook feed. It's a sponsored post, which means it's a paid advertisement. It says, "You need this devil pumpkin animatronic to decorate your Halloween." I know I've seen this guy somewhere else before, and it wasn't from this Volibell.com shop, but let's click on it and we'll see what they actually have for sale on their website. So if we look at this item, this is selling for $70. And like I said, I know I've seen this somewhere. I don't remember which store had this one in particular, but if we look at their animatronics section more generally, we see a lot of animatronics, including some that I certainly do recognize. For example, this skeleton here, this 6-foot grim animatronic, this is a Spirit Halloween offering. They are selling for $59.99. If we head over to Spirit Halloween, we see that that particular animatronic actually sells for $279.99. So that looks like a great price, but you're not going to get this animatronic because this company, this Volibell, is not Spirit Halloween. Let's see what else they have. On the second page, this Sam, also from Spirit Halloween. This werewolf, I can't remember if that was from Home Depot or Spirit Halloween, both selling in the $50 range. If we look back over at Spirit Halloween, let's see if we can find Sam. I don't see Sam right off, but I'm guessing he probably sells in the $200 to $300 range. That werewolf is indeed a Spirit Halloween, $299.99. So again, we're seeing a wonderful price here on this Volibell, but you're not going to get that. Here's one of the ones that I picked up this year, Henry Hustle animatronic. They are selling for $56.49. Spirit Halloween, that's a new offering for Spirit Halloween this year, And on their website, where's Henry Hustle? Yeah, for some reason he's not showing up on their website, but I paid, I believe, around the $250 price range for Henry Hustle. I also noticed the Krampus Spirit sells for about $350. This is the Spirit Halloween Krampus. They're selling for $66.99. This is a scam, people. Don't buy anything from a website like this. You'll buy it. You may get either something unrelated, some crappy product. I've seen people that get sunglasses instead of whatever they ordered, but they will show that you took delivery and then you'll have a hard time getting your money back. You certainly won't get what you ordered. Here's a particularly horrifying one. This Demon Fury. That's from a local company that I know called Distortions Unlimited. They make excellent haunted house props, some of the best in the world. You can see how big this thing is. Let me head over to the Distortions Unlimited website and we'll see exactly what that actually is and exactly how much that actually sells for. Oh, it looks like that pumpkin was a Distortions prop and he sells for $668. So now you know how much that actually sells for. But if we do a search on the Distortions website for Demon Fury, I do know that that's the proper name of it. Demon Fury actually costs $13,500. You are not going to get Demon Fury over here for $86.49. No way in hell are you getting anything even remotely like this. So you can see this Volibell website, it's completely full of nothing but scams. It looks like a real website. Everything's divided into various categories, but you're not going to get what you've actually ordered. Let's see if there's actually any information about the company. Okay, here's their contact us page. Notice their email address is an @outlook.com email address. That doesn't look particularly professional. That ought to be a red flag for you right there. Their address looks like it's in New York, but I'm almost certain that whatever you receive, if you receive anything, will come from overseas, because it always comes from overseas, because that's how they manage to hide themselves from prosecution. So that's the Volibell website. And bear in mind, this one is called volibell.com, as you see, but the very same people responsible for this will have any number of other websites, identical or nearly identical, under different names, and that's how they stay in business, even though they keep getting shut down. Okay, let's head back over to Facebook and see what else they have. And here's another one, again on Facebook, from a company called Kinistong. This one is particularly sleazy. Let's have a look at their video. As we see, this is another one of those pumpkin patch scarecrows that I now remember is from Distortions Unlimited, which is a great company. You should buy their stuff if you want it and if you can afford it. And as we see a little unboxing video. This video is actually from a YouTuber called K&T Do Halloween. And here's their video. You see, this is K&T Do Halloween. This is their YouTube channel. As you see, the video is exactly the same video shown on the scam advertisement on Facebook. I actually know this channel. I recognized the channel. I had not seen this particular video, but because I recognized the channel, I recognized this backdrop, I recognized the person in it, I was able to find this video without too much trouble and identify the legitimate source of what the scam people are claiming to sell. We already saw the Distortions Unlimited advertisement for the actual prop. Let's go back to this Facebook ad and see just what this scam website looks like. Again, they're promising to sell it for $40. Of course, you're not going to get that, but it looks like they also have some other items. Let's see what all they have. Jack Attack prop, Grizzly Gourd prop, Grizzly Gourd Frightronic, Pumpkin Stalker. Okay, so these are all the related. They're selling these items separately. The tall guy and each of the little pumpkin guys, they're selling separately. Or you could get the complete set. It looks like they're selling for $150. So these guys are asking for even more money than most of these scammers do. This is particularly sleazy. They've stolen a video from a YouTuber for their advertisement. They've stolen a product from Distortions Unlimited. I don't know what, if anything, people who actually order this get. I guarantee they're going to lose their $150 though, because they are not going to get this prop. The only way to get that prop is to buy it either from Distortions Unlimited or maybe on the secondary market if somebody happens to be selling a used one.
And notice, unlike some of them, they are claiming this is actually an 8-foot tall prop. So some of them, buried in the fine print somewhere, say, oh, what you're actually getting is only 6 inches. This one, they're claiming that this is the real thing. They're claiming that you're going to get this prop. You're not going to get this prop. These people are disgusting. As you see here, this is the legitimate Etsy page for the person who makes those Mothman dolls that I showed you. She makes them in a variety of different sizes, 20, 30, or 40 centimeters, and you'll notice that the smallest one costs $84.47. These are handmade items. They take her a while to make. That's a reasonable price. It is, of course, far more than the $20 or $30 that the scam artists will sell them for, but you will never get this particular Mothman doll if you receive anything from those scam sites. You'll also notice that the scams have become such a problem for the legitimate seller that she's had to put watermarks on her photographs to prevent the scam artist from stealing her own photos. Because in fact, these are the photos that the scam artists were using. They just took the photos right off of the Etsy page, pasted them into their own website, and pretended to sell this lovely little Mothman doll. And here is yet another one of these scam ads. Huge Halloween sale, dress up now, limited time offer, 50% coupons reduce $10 US, free shipping from a company called Firmacious. So let's have a look at their video. These masks look truly awesome, do they not? These are wonderful masks. These are silicone masks and they look amazing. As it happens, I recognize these masks. I did not recognize this particular video, and in fact, I wasn't able to find that particular video. But over at YouTube, I found this channel, Stick Adventures, demonstrating the Trans World 2021 Immortal Masks booths. Do these masks not look familiar to you? These are exactly the same masks. It's a different video, but it's the same setup. We're looking at the same catalog of top quality silicone masks from Immortal Masks. Let's look at just a few more of these. No, I'm not going to show you this entire video for copyright reasons, and there's a huge catalog. I will refer you to this video by Stick Adventures if you want to actually see a legitimate video detailing the Immortal Masks catalog. You can also go to the Immortal Masks website here. These are the male fit silicone full masks, and we'll see that they're priced at $650, $685, $675, $750, $600. Lots of different prices, but all in the $600 plus range. These are works of art. These are top level masks. These are the kinds of things that might be used by professionals or by serious collectors. These are not your average $20 Halloween masks. Let's go back over to the scam here, Firmacious on Facebook. Let's click on their link and see what they're actually selling these for. Oh, we see just a general selection of masks selling in the $30 range, it looks like. I'm not even seeing those silicone masks. So that one looks like it's just a come on. It doesn't look like they're actually on their website selling the Immortal masks. I have seen companies selling the actual Immortal mask, or I should say knockoffs of the Immortal masks, and in some cases, people actually get a mask of the same caliber as these, just regular latex masks. And I'm not saying that these are not worth $30. What I am saying is what they're selling here is not what they're showing here in this advertisement. But while that previous one turned out to be not quite as much of a scam as I at first thought based on the advertisement itself, Facebook never disappoints. Here's another sponsored ad, this one from ZF Shorts. And if we look at their video, we see another collection of those silicone masks. Here's another one of those Gentleman Jack masks. Here's a tearaway mask. I've seen it before. I don't remember who makes that one. I believe the Freddy Krueger is from Evolution Masks, although I could be mistaken about that. I think there might be a couple of companies making a Freddy Krueger, but I think that's the Evolution Masks one. Let's look at their website. Here we see, again, they're selling these for about $40. We already saw that Gentleman Jack was selling for, I believe, $900 and is now sold out. Certainly not $40. If we scroll down, this alien I know is an Immortal Masks alien. There we see the different kinds of aliens. They sell for $675 here from Immortal Masks. As we continue down, we see There's a Thanos. I know that is an Evolution Masks Thanos. I think the Freddy Krueger was this one. And again, if we look at their website, they're selling these for $36.99, $36.99, $28.99 for that one. They're selling these ridiculously cheap, and you're not going to get what you're paying for. This is a scam company using somebody else's photos, somebody else's videos, selling fake products for ridiculously cheap prices compared to what the products are, but ridiculously high prices compared to the fact that what you're actually getting is nothing but fraud. And here's one I'm seeing constantly on Facebook from a variety of different company names. This one is from somebody called Best Phoebe Shop. Let's look at the video. Does this guy not look familiar? He should. This is one of the Home Depot 12-foot tall skeletons. This is the pumpkin-headed one. There's also a regular skeleton, which is the kind that I got. These sold out from Home Depot pretty much immediately, and they cost $300 a piece. Or I think the pumpkin head one might have actually been $350 a piece. And they have these animated eyes. They light up. These are wonderful props. They're a hit for a reason. They're sold out for a reason from Home Depot. Let's look at this Best Phoebe Shop and see what they're pretending to sell these for. Here, terrifying giant inferno pumpkin skeleton with animated LCD life eyes. They're even using the life eyes, which is what the Home Depot ones call that animated LCD screen eyes. They seem to be selling these for $40, marked down from $125 they claim. Let's get rid of that stupid ad, too many pop-ups. That number of pop-ups might also be an indication of a scam, or at least an annoying company. But these are Home Depot's own advertising photos of the skeletons. Here the two are side by side, the standard and the new 2021 Inferno model with the pumpkin head. I got the standard one. I was unable to even get one of the pumpkin head ones from Home Depot because they sold out so quickly, but they did not sell for $40 either. I don't know what people ordering this will get, if anything. It's certainly not the Home Depot skeleton. I've seen tons of these ads. Facebook seems to be flooded with this particular scam, and understandably so, because it's a spectacular item, it's hard to find, it's expensive, so somebody's going to mark it down to a ridiculously low price, claim it's in stock. They say they have 84 left in stock, which is a bit of a laugh because none of them are left in stock anywhere. In fact, they're selling for something like $1,000 or even more on the secondary market because they were so hard to get. You're not going to get what you order. These people are disgusting. They're frauds. Something really needs to be done about them. But unfortunately, Facebook seems to have no interest in policing criminal activity on their own platform.
And so that's just a couple examples of the many scam or fraud ads for horror products that I've seen around the internet, mostly on Facebook. The reason I'm angry about this isn't just that these people are frauds and they're scamming my people, horror people, Halloween people, although that's part of the reason I'm angry about any fraud, but I'm even angrier because Facebook seems to not be doing anything about it. If you make a perfectly innocent, maybe in ill taste or maybe not, but a perfectly innocent joke on Facebook, they can censor the post, delete the post, suspend your account even within seconds. The algorithm catches it automatically and it has a hair trigger. However, these advertisements, these fraudulent advertisements, seem not to attract their attention at all, even when people report them. Facebook seems absolutely uninterested in doing anything because presumably those people are paying to advertise and we are not the customers, we are the product on Facebook. And it gets even worse than that. A friend of mine, who I'll not name because I'm not sure if he wants to publicize this or not, but a friend of mine had a business page on Facebook. Not a personal page, a business page, and it was hacked. Facebook allowed the hackers to remain in control for months. When myself and other people reported it, we were told that this does not violate Facebook's community guidelines. They are absolutely uninterested, apparently, in doing anything about the rampant criminal activity that takes place on their platform, and I'm sick of it, but I'm going to put this message out for all of you to warn you off. If you're going to buy anything on Facebook, make damn sure that you know it's from a legitimate company advertising on Facebook, because there are still a few of those out there. Although, if you are a company advertising on Facebook, you might want to rethink your decision because you're throwing your hat in with a lot of fraudulent ads. You're competing against a lot of fraudulent ads. And those of us who might not know whether you're legitimate or not are getting to the point where we're going to assume the worst simply because Facebook is not doing anything to curb this criminal activity. In any case, I don't like to be angry. I don't like to rant on here. I like to talk about things I like. I like to talk about skeletons and Mothman. So I'm not going to prolong this anymore. Just take this as a warning to be safe when buying anything, particularly off of the internet, and that goes double for anything you see advertised on Facebook. I will be back soon with a happier message, but until then, take care and stay scared.